Hello guys and girls, and welcome back to a new video today. This video is about my predictions for League 2 2020-21 season. So I'm going to start from my number 24, then I'm going to be going through and then to my number 1. So my team in number 24 is Harrogate Town, which have just came up to League 2. Obviously, it's their first ever season in League 2 and obviously in the Football League. So, personally, I think it'll be a difficult season for them, and personally, I think they'll go straight back down to the National League. So, I think it'll be very tricky for them as well. But yeah, so my number team in 23 is Stevenage. Stevenage literally just survived last season, obviously because of Maxfield went down. So I think Stevenage will have another tough season, and I think it will be obviously it's going to be between another team, which I will say in a minute. So Stevenage, I just don't think they've got the team as they used to have like a few years ago. Obviously, they used to be in League One and League One. So my team in number 22 is Morecambe. Morecambe have made some signings from what I know. Obviously, they signed Ryan Taylor from Plymouth. And people saying he's not the best, but Morecambe have been signing people and obviously letting people go. And obviously, Adams is their manager. I can't even remember his first name, I just know Adams because he used to manage Plymouth. So yeah, I'm going to say Morecambe in 22nd. So my team in number 21 is Barrow. Barrow have just came up to the League 2, obviously winning the National League last season. Obviously, they've been signing a few decent players, obviously. I think Neil Danz is out there at Barrow at the moment. Obviously, he's been playing games, just try and get his fitness. But I don't know whether he will come back to Tranmere. Probably not. But personally, I think Barrow will sign him because he is a great little player, and I think it will just keep Barrow staying up to number 21. So my team in number 20 was a difficult one, and I put Cambridge. Obviously, I think I put Cambridge a bit low, but it's my opinion. But Cambridge are in 20th because of they've got a good fan base, they've got a good team, and yeah. But I just think they'll get 20th. Obviously, they've got Wes Hoolahan, who used to play for Norwich in the Premier League, and they've signed Paul Mullen from Tranmere, which is another good signing from what I think. So yeah, Cambridge in number 20. So my team in number 19 is Crawley Town. Obviously, I've been there about 2 seasons ago, as it was our last game of the season. We got beat, but yeah, we don't talk about that. They've got a few decent players, obviously. Their striker who's now left. I think he's gone to Wimbledon. I can't remember his name. Really can't remember his name, but yeah. Crawley. Personally, I think they'll struggle next season. So going to my number 18, and this is a really shock one, but I don't know much about them. Obviously Walsall, obviously Morgan Ferry used to play for these, and obviously they've got an okay team, but I don't know much about them. So I'm put Walsall in 18th. So my team in 17th is Oldham Athletic. Obviously, they've made a few decent signings. Obviously, they signed someone from Salford, and they've signed another player that Tranmere wanted. I can't remember his name. But yeah, they've got Harry Kewell as their manager. I think that's why I put them 17th, because I don't think he's got what it takes to obviously get Oldham back to where they want to be in League One. Personally, I can't see it for the next few seasons with Oldham. So yeah, Oldham are 17th. So the team in 16th is Leyton Orient. Leyton Orient is a great ground of mine. I really love going to the game. Obviously, it's just an amazing stadium. They've got good fans and everything. So yeah, I would definitely go in there next season if we're allowed to go in the stadiums. So yeah, that's one of my favourite stadiums in League 2. So, and I just think they've had some decent players there. They've had Dean Cox. Obviously, they've had Yaya Toure training there, which is sick, amazing. But I don't know many of their players. So yeah, going on to my number 16. Here's another weird, difficult one, and that's Scunthorpe. I don't know much about them because obviously we haven't played them for about, I think we played them in 2006, 2007, 2008. I'm not too sure because it's been a long time since we played them, and they are our first game when we're allowed to go back in the stadiums, which starts October the 3rd, which will be a great occasion for the lads if we're allowed to go back in the stadium. So my team in number 14 is when we beat them in the playoff final in 2018, and that is Newport County in 14th. Personally, I just think obviously Newport have lost one of their strikers to Forest Green. I can't remember his name. But yeah, obviously Newport, I think they need to make a lot more signings if they want to try and be close to the promotions or the playoffs for next season. So yes, I'm putting Newport in 14th. Grimsby, number 13. I think they're going to have a difficult season. Obviously, they're signing players. They've got rid of a few. I think one of their best players went to Blackpool for the next season, which Tranmere Rovers were in talks with, called Ethan Robson. We wanted him, but we didn't get him, so he went to Blackpool, which I think Blackpool have got a good signing in them. So yeah, so going on to my number 12. My number 12 is Colchester United. Obviously, they missed an opportunity to get to Wembley to play Northampton, but they got beat by Exeter. So I think Colchester, obviously they've lost their manager, John McGrail. I think that's a big miss. Obviously, personally, players are leaving them. So yeah, Colchester in number 12. Number 11, this is a weird one. I don't know why I put it, but I've just put it because I think there's more stronger teams above this team. Port Vale are in my number 11. Obviously, this shocked me. I didn't know where to put them, so I've just put them in 11th. And my number 10 now is Southend United. Obviously, they got relegated from League One last season with Tranmere and Bolton. But obviously, Southend just got a new manager in, so obviously they're going to have to try and turn things around if they want to try and get back up to League One. Personally, I can't see it next season, but you never know. So Southend on my number 10. So my number 9 is Mansfield. Mansfield are our first game of this season away at their stadium, Mansfield Tranmere. So yeah, I think it'll be a difficult game, first game of the season. So Mansfield obviously are a tricky side. Obviously, the last time we played them, we drew 0-0 at home and we got beat 3-0. And we had a player sent off that day, and that was Ollie Banks in the first half. So going on to my number 8 now is Carlisle United. Carlisle United have made some cracking signings during this transfer window. They've signed about, I think they've signed about 10, 11, 12 signings. Obviously, they're good, but I think they'll just miss out on playoffs. So, Corral, it's a great away day, obviously, when you go, obviously, because when I went, was we won 2-0, and Paul Mullin scored an absolute screamer. Scotty Davis saved a penalty, which was a great day, obviously, to see Tranmere win 2-0 on that day. So going into my playoff positions now, this is a really tight one to choose, but this is just my opinion for our predictions. So this is the team that's going to be the dark horses, and I think it's Forest Green. They signed someone from Newport, I can't remember his name, but he's an okay striker, and I think they will gel well with the team. Obviously, Kane Wilson went from Tranmere to Forest Green, which I was like thinking, why go there? Because I honestly thought he'd have done well at Tranmere if we re-signed him, and obviously we got him and we bought him from West Brom, but we didn't. So yeah, Forest Green are my dark horses and my team in number 7. So going on to my number 6 now, and this is a team that bottles the playoffs all the time when they get to Wembley. They bottled it this season. Obviously, they got to Wembley and they got hammered 4-0 by Northampton, which obviously Northampton were great last season, and they went to League One and obviously won the playoffs. And that is Exeter City. Personally, I can see Exeter missing out again, but they'll be in the playoffs for this coming up season. So yeah, Exeter on my number 6. So going to my number 5 now is Bradford. Bradford are my team in number 5. Obviously, they've lost James Vaughan. They've lost a few other players, but they've been bringing players in. Obviously, they're trying to get Christian Dennis in, and from what I know. So yeah, Bradford are in 5th. Obviously, I'd love to go to their stadium. Never done it before, and it just looks amazing. So yeah, they are my number 5. So going on to my number 4, this is another decent team, and that is Cheltenham. Cheltenham are a team that were amazing last season. Obviously, they're winning loads of games, and I don't think they lost many games last season. And I think, personally, that the playoffs, as it is right now, it looks amazing. Obviously, I think there's good teams in there, so we don't know what's going to happen just yet, obviously, because the season hasn't started yet. But this is my prediction before the season. And then, obviously, I'll be doing the reacted to my table when it's done. So, yes, going on to my number 3 now. I'm not just doing this because I'm a Tranmere fan. I'm saying we're going to get in top 3. But from what I'm saying, this is my opinion. What I think. So, yeah. So I've put Tranmere Rovers in number 3. Obviously, we've signed some decent players. We've re-signed Ollie Banks. We've signed James Vaughan. We've signed McDonald from Blackpool. He's an okay player. We signed someone from Celtic, Leo O'Connor, who looks a decent player for a prospect. And obviously, we signed the main man, Jay Spearing, who is from Tranmere, and he's literally from Wallasey, which is literally down the road from Tranmere, literally. So yeah, Tranmere in number 3 and going back up to League One, I hope. But yeah, this is only my predictions, my opinion. So yeah, going to my number 2 is another big team. Obviously, they've got Manchester United Class 92 behind them and that is Salford. Salford are a great team. Obviously, they beat us last season in the Chase Trophy game in the group stages, but yeah, we still went through. And Salford, they're getting some good players in. They got Ian Henderson from Rochdale, and they've signed Northampton defender, Turnbull, I think, and then they signed a Bolton player, Low guy, I can't remember his first name, but yeah. But so Salford on my number 2. So going on to my number 1, I don't want to say it, but the way it is, I'm going to say it is Bolton Wanderers. Obviously, the players they've got for the next season is just quality. Obviously, Sarcevic, Ian Doyle. They're trying to get Charlie Adam in, and then they're going to be a fortress next season, I think. But I really hope not, because Tranmere hate Bolton, and obviously Bolton hate Tranmere. But I think it'll be a great occasion for next season. So yeah, that's my table for next season for 2020-21. So if you liked this video, please like and subscribe if you're new. So for next time, I will see you guys in a bit. So peace out, and Sue Army. Come on, you whites.